I am so tired. This is the second. I saw like how to does N2 does it video. How much should a house cost? I mean, in Culver City, you can rent a place for a whole family though of over $2,000 a month, or you can buy a place over 2.8 million, or you can buy a little condo like mine for 400,000 with a fireplace, better than mine. Yeah, all that stuff, right? But seriously, we know what Culver City's for. It's like I don't know. I don't even know what Culver City's for. But how much should a house really cost, right? You're a real person, and you got a real job. Or maybe you're on UI, unemployment insurance. But you're a real person. Say you're on UI, you're a real person, and you want to buy a house. How much should a house cost? Right? Okay. Think about it like this, all right? When you look at a house, okay, a lot of people, right, look at the total house. Like they would look at the total house, and then there's a price tag on the house, and let's say the price tag 2.8 million, 2.3 million, 2.8 million, okay. And then they look at the total house. It's 2 stories, right? Maybe there's a here is the living room on the front. Here is the dining room on the front. Kitchen in the back. Family room in the back. Bedrooms up top. Maybe also a study or something. And then they would look at the whole thing. They look at the stucco on the front. They look at the lawn. It's all cut. They look at the neighbors. Everything looks okay. 2.8 million. Okay. Okay. And then it's also Culver City and all that stuff. But you know what realtors and a lot of home buyers will tell you when you shop for a house, they would break it down to square foot, right? What is a square foot? Square foot is about the size of this pillow. It's like a square foot, right? A square foot is a size of this pillow, right? And then so every house is like a square foot, right? A square foot. And then if you got 2 floors, it's like a square foot on top of the square foot, right? So it's like 2 square feet if you got 2 floors, right? So a square foot is about this size, right? This square foot, right? And so they would quote you the price per square feet. Like this square feet is worth $100. And then there's like 1,000 of them. And so that's like $1 million, right? Or this square feet also worth $100, but there's only like 500 of them. So it's like $500,000, right? So why do they do that? Because when you look at a house, right, the trimmings, like maybe the paint color, maybe like the little added touches, wallpaper, fancy wallpaper, or maybe marble counters and stuff. I'll tell you something. Over your lifetime as a homeowner, you can probably add those things. But think about this, okay? Say you bought a house, right? And it's in the middle of like say a bad part of Detroit, and then you add like marble counters, fancy silk wallpaper. It's still gonna be a worthless house. So there's a limit to those trimmings, right? And then if you buy a brand new house, like just built, everything is all white. And not necessarily marble counters. You might put it in later as you get older. But certainly that location sounds a lot better than, say, a bad part of Detroit, say. And if you buy a house in a bad part of Detroit, no matter the trimmings, there's a limit to what trimmings can do. But a lot of us, We walk into, whoa, we're blown away. We're blown away, right? So there's a limit to trimmings. So that's why real estate, realtors, they break the price down to square feet. And it's like, why, I'll tell you, why, so say you're shopping for a house, right? And you're in Culver City, maybe the hills, the valleys, all over the place, all over LA. And some place square feet is like $100. Some place it's $110. Some place it's like maybe $200 a square feet. And it's like, okay, so this place $210 square feet, but you get the whole mountain to yourself. Like you live on top of a hill, you get the whole hill to yourself. Like people got to drive like a mile up the hill through vineyards and stuff. You get the whole thing to yourself, total privacy, right? So it's each square feet is like $200. You want to live in the valleys, you know, house right next to one another, might be like $100 square feet, but then the next block over is like $110 square feet. And it's like, what's the $10 difference? Well, maybe they're like a foot closer to public school, or maybe everybody on the street like added trimmings to their house. So these, you know, if you add trimmings, it'll do something, but it won't do everything. So it might, per square feet, might add like $10. And it just so happens on this street, everybody added trimmings. Everybody put in a nice fence. Everybody did what all their neighbors did in the street. But then a street over, the people didn't bother doing that. So it might be $10 per square feet less. And so another way to think of square feet is like a hamburger, right? Like a hamburger, all right? So a square feet is a hamburger. And if I buy a hamburger that costs like, say, a certain amount of money, right? If I buy 1 million hamburgers, right? Say a hamburger, say I go out and a hamburger, it costs me like $1. A square feet is a hamburger, right? And I buy 1 million hamburgers, 1 million square feet. It costs me $1 million, right? Because I got 1 million hamburgers. But then I buy a small house, like say this one, right? Only 1,000 hamburgers, 1,000 square feet. It only cost me like $1,000. But if I pay 1 million square feet for a pile of hamburgers, it'll cost me $1 million. So square feet is like hamburgers. You know, it's like going to McDonald's and you order 5 hamburgers and your friend orders 20 hamburgers. So there's no need for house envy. It's like you and your friend go to McDonald's, right? And like, you're like, okay, I want 5 hamburgers. And your friend's like, I'm a big, tough guy. I'm going to order 20 hamburgers. Why are you envious? How is the same thing? It only is bad because, look, say you're a family of 5 people and you go to McDonald's and you can only buy 1 hamburger. And then there's a guy like me standing in line behind you. And like one guy, and it's like, I would like 20 hamburgers, please, all to myself. And then there's like this single mom with like 4 kids. We would like 1 hamburger, please. It's only bad when it gets like that. And guess what? With gentrification, that's what it's all about. We're all in the same neighborhood, going to the same McDonald's. That's why with gentrification, this type of like envy or anxiety, right, or peer pressure is very real. It's real because there's like, you know, a family, right, trying to work hard, you know, maybe immigrant or whatever, right, health, whatever, health issues, whatever, and they're there, right, and it's like, I would like 1 hamburger for my kids, and there's unto after that, I would like 10 hamburgers and 2 sundaes and 1 million French fries just for myself. Thank you so much. Right? And it's like, what is this? Right? It's only bad in those extreme cases. But if you guys are 2 normal people and you go into McDonald's and you order, I would like 5 hamburgers, and your big tough friend's like, I want 20 hamburgers. And you're like, it's your life, right? It's your life. Basically, who cares? It's your life. So a square feet again, this is going back to real estate, square feet is, and I got this at Walmart. Eh? It's fancy, right? I got it at Walmart. A square feet is like a hamburger. The more hamburgers you want, the more you're gonna have to pay. But essentially, a square feet has an average price, because even with the trimmings, even say you go and you buy a hamburger and you add all the trimmings, it's only gonna add like a certain amount to the hamburger. It's not gonna add like, it's not gonna triple the price of the hamburger. It's only gonna add a few cents to the hamburger. Same with square feet, even with all the trimmings. It's only gonna add a fraction of the price of the square feet. It's not gonna double it, triple it. Like, what are they adding in there? Right? There's nothing. Given any neighborhood, there's nothing you can do. There's no trimmings you can add that's gonna triple, double the price. And if you do, you look so out of place. Can you imagine? Say, take for example my building, right? This is like the best I can do, right? And it's only gonna add a fraction to the price and stuff, right? Personalized. But if you try to triple, double the price of a unit in my place by adding all sorts of crazy trimmings, people are like, whoa, like, one, this neighborhood is not like that. You'll be like a total unicorn. You know what I mean? It'd be so weird, right? No one else are living like that. They're crazy, you know? So if you want those types of house, everybody's gonna be like that. House in a certain neighborhood, if your house like totally like decked out craziness, you're a weirdo. Like, you're a pedophile. You know what I mean? So that's how to buy a house. I'll see you guys later. Bye.